There we go. Oh, oh, shit. 2 minutes left, baby. Let's see what you got. King of Africa. Oh! Oh!
Oh! No! No! Oh my God!
Dricus tried a guillotine. I'm assuming there was never any danger.
Bro, I hope I can die before the next somebody submit me there.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Did I guess out? No, not at all. You did amazing. Be proud. Congratulations.
The long-anticipated clash between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis has finally concluded, and it lived up to the hype, especially for Khamzat's supporters. The fighter from Chechnya delivered an impressive showcase, securing a decisive victory over du Plessis to capture the middleweight crown at UFC 319. After the fight, Khamzat Chimaev addressed his triumph, making it clear he wasn't worried about critics questioning his stamina. Instead, he emphasized the stats from the matchup, from his high striking volume to multiple takedowns and extended control time. For Khamzat, the dominant performance itself was the ultimate answer, proving he can handle the full stretch of 5 rounds.
Does this win, in a way, like the way you won, almost prove something more? Like, a lot of people are questioning your cardio. Can you go 5 rounds? All that stuff. Like, does it feel good to kind of shut those people up a little bit?
I don't care what people think about, but doing my thing. So, like you said, how many strikes I landed on him, how many takedowns I has there. So I didn't guess out. So now they know.
Yeah, it was 529 total strikes and 21 minutes and 40 seconds of control time, which was the second most ever in a UFC fight.
Yeah. How many takedowns was it?
Let's see.
4, right?
Yeah.
You had 12 takedowns.
So, yeah, that's big.
Dricus du Plessis showed real sportsmanship in defeat, giving full credit to Khamzat Chimaev. He admitted that Chimaev beat him fair and square, saying the victory was well-deserved. Du Plessis promised to return stronger and reclaim his belt, but acknowledged that for now, the championship belongs to Chimaev. In response, Chimaev set his sights even higher, declaring that his next mission is to claim the pound-for-pound #1 spot. He made it clear that no matter who else tries to stake that claim, he believes he's the one who deserves to be recognized at the very top.
Khamzat, you are now the world champion, but you are the undefeated world champion, and we only have one other under contract, which is Ilia Topuria. So if I was to look to the pound-for-pound list, is that a list that matters to you, and where would you put yourself?
I don't know. I don't care who does that things, so for sure it has to be #1.
Dana White also weighed in on Khamzat Chimaev's impressive performance, admitting that the way Chimaev defeated Dricus du Plessis caught him a bit off guard. While he expected the main event to be exciting, he didn't anticipate it playing out in that fashion. Even so, White wasn't surprised by the outcome itself, pointing out that when a fighter seizes control early, it often dictates the course of the entire fight.
Incredible energy in the crowd, incredible fight itself. Khamzat's performance, was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Give us your takeaway of it. And did you see before this fight that being the possible way it was going to play out?
No. The lead up to this fight, I said, I bet the main event is the fight of the night. Didn't see that coming, but not shocked either. You go in and dominate the way that he dominated. If you can do it the first round, more than likely going to do it the second and throughout the rest of it.
Dana White went on to say that Khamzat Chimaev's rise has been nothing short of remarkable, tracing it back to his breakout moment on Fight Island, where he famously asked to compete again just a week later. Since then, Chimaev's popularity has only skyrocketed, and the thunderous support he received in Chicago was proof of just how much the fans have embraced him.
Time, and it was in the promos leading up to this fight, you said Khamzat was special, one of the most special guys you've ever seen. Do you think he's lived up to that yet, or does he still have a little ways to go because he's been a bit more inactive since
the night on when we were on Fight Island, he said, I want to fight next Saturday. Ever since then, the guy's been a rocket ship, and obviously is very popular too. People love him. Fighting back here in the United States.
Dana White explained that he had scored nearly every round in favor of Chimaev, with the exception of the final frame. He noted how difficult it was for du Plessis to spend so much of the fight stuck in bad positions, absorbing heavy shots and elbows, yet still refusing to quit. White praised du Plessis for his determination and heart, pointing out that despite the punishment, he came out every round still trying to change the course of the fight.
Obviously, he was outmatched in the wrestling, never gave up, though. Even in the last round, he started landing his own shots. What did you make of DDP and his toughness to survive 5 rounds?
Yeah, first of all, I had every round at 10-8, maybe except for the last round. But to be in the position that he was in and the crucifix and just getting dominated on the ground and punched in the face and elbowed, and it's a very frustrating place to be in. I thought he handled it well and came out every round, trying to get in the fight and try to win.
Dana White also pointed out how devastating the crucifix position was, stressing that no fighter wants to be trapped there while eating unanswered shots. He explained that Chimaev wasn't landing light strikes either. Duplessis left the cage with visible damage and had absorbed punishing knees to the body and legs. White added that the relentless ground control was exhausting and only added.
Weird one, right? They're landing strikes. He's landing like 200 punches around, but they're not quite hard enough to end the fight. Are you glad the referee doesn't wave a fight off in that?
Listen, I don't know how hard they are, and I don't want to fucking know how hard they are. Nobody wants to be in a crucifix getting punched in the head like that. It's got to be the most frustrating, suck the heart and soul right out of you type thing to happen. And just getting dominated on the ground the way that he did is no fun for anybody. I wouldn't say that, he's getting pitted-patted striked. I mean, his face was pretty busted up. The knees that he was taking to the body and to the legs and the hips, and it's going to be a long ride.
Meanwhile, Sean Strickland seized the moment to call out Khamzat Chimaev. Strickland claimed he's the only fighter in the UFC who could out-grapple Chimaev over 5 rounds, though he admitted he still needs to stack up more wins before earning that shot. In his words, "I'm probably the only guy in the UFC who can out-grapple that little war machine for 5 rounds." Chimaev, however, brushed off the challenge, saying Strickland wouldn't have been able to withstand what Dricus Duplessis endured. He emphasized that he outclassed Duplessis in every department, including the striking, and described Strickland as more of a talker, entertaining, but not a real threat.
Sean Strickland, your old friend, has been tweeting about you since the fight. He said that when you were in the gym together, he would actually out-wrestle you and be better than you in the wrestling over 4 rounds.
Bro, we could take him down many times, but how can he take me down? Come on. This guy, I beat him everywhere and striking, but this guy just talk too much, so he's a funny guy. He's working with, what is his name? Buratino, or what is it?
Yeah, Paulo Costa, yeah.
Paulo. I make them together.
Demetrius Johnson also weighed in on the fight, giving respect to both competitors. He praised Khamzat Chimaev for delivering a dominant performance, while also crediting Dricus Duplessis for showing tremendous heart. Johnson highlighted Duplessis' efforts to transition into multiple submission attempts, proving his skill even while being outmatched. He added that fans who complain about grappling simply don't understand MMA, and should probably watch another combat sport instead of criticizing the ground game.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. 2 minutes left, baby. Let's see what you got. King of Africa. Oh! I'm sorry, chat. I wanted to see it finish.
This isn't a fan-friendly style.
Oh! Oh, shit. He's going to finish. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh! He's got a body triangle.
Oh, man. Just out-wrestled, but great fight from Khamzat. DDP has a lot of heart, and I love that about him. I love that he's able to transition. He took the back, had a body triangle, went for a guillotine, went for a renegade choke. If you guys don't want to watch grappling and wrestling and jiu-jitsu, don't watch UFC. Go watch One Championship. Go watch Glory. Go watch.
Demetrius Johnson also addressed the backlash aimed at Khamzat Chimaev's grappling-heavy style. He argued that fans who don't enjoy that aspect of MMA should simply choose not to watch rather than complain, stressing that the criticism was overblown and turning a minor issue into needless drama.
If you're complaining about something, that it's a very simple problem to fix. It's a very simple problem to fix. For example, let's say Khamzat's about to fight again. You don't want to watch his style. All you gotta do is go like this. You see this button right here? It's called off button. You just go like this. You go off. You don't have to see Khamzat wrestle. It's a very simple problem to have. It's a very simple problem to fix, guys. You guys.
On the other side, Khamzat Chimaev clarified that when he talks about money, it isn't only for his own benefit. He explained that financial success matters to him because it allows him to support others, and that helping people is the true motivation behind his drive to earn.
What a freaking card. We had, my friends, back-to-back spinning back elbow knockouts. Back-to-back. The 9th and 10th in UFC history. A shocking submission from an OG veteran, a very fun undercard, something for everyone on this card. In my opinion, off the top of the dome, the card of the year so far in terms of the results, the action, the surprises, the knockout.
Caio Borralho admitted that Chimaev's victory didn't surprise him, though he felt the fight lost some excitement since it went the distance without a finish. Having trained with Chimaev at All Stars, Borralho explained that he knows Chimaev's system inside and out, which he believes gives him a unique advantage compared to the rest of the division. While stressing that he respects Chimaev like a brother, Borralho made it clear that when it comes to competition, he sees himself as the one man capable of beating him right now.
529 total strikes landed, 21 minutes of ground control, but you see a lot of fans out there calling it boring, not exciting. What did you think?
I think he did what he always does, but this time he didn't finish. So when a grappler comes and just hug the guys and he doesn't finish, it becomes a boring fight. Spent 1 month in his training camp when he was in All Stars over there, and I know very well how he works, his system and everything. And I think have advantage between all the middleweight fighters. I think I'm the one that have advantage to beat him, because I know what exactly is he's doing, what exactly is his system, and all these steps that he needs to go through and how to deny these steps. So I'm very respectful for Khamzat. He's like a brother for me, but at this time, at this point, at this level of the competition,
Khamzat Chimaev has already set his sights on fighting in Abu Dhabi. Next, and Caio Borralho declared he would accept that matchup without a second thought. Borralho criticized Nasruddin Imavov, claiming Imavov would likely turn it down since Chimaev had already dominated him in training. He went further, accusing Imavov of dodging tough opportunities and showing disrespect to the sport. Borralho closed by saying that if the UFC sends the contract, he'll be ready to step in immediately.
Khamzat will turn around for Abu Dhabi. Would you be open to, fighting and then fighting again that soon, or would you maybe have him fight someone else, then you get the winner?
To be honest, if somebody offered Imavov to fight Khamzat, he would say no right now, because he was mopped in the floor by Khamzat when they trained together. So to be honest with you, if the UFC comes to me right now and say, fuck Imavov, he's a guy that gives us a lot of work. He didn't want to fight on International Fight Week. He called it back up as a leftover. He's like, he don't respect the UFC. So fuck Evolve, fuck Paris, go prepare to fight Khamzat in October. I'm ready. If the UFC offer me this.
UFC legend Michael Bisping was stunned by the level of dominance Khamzat Chimaev displayed against a proven contender like Dricus du Plessis. Bisping summed it up simply, calling the performance total domination. Henry Cejudo also applauded Chimaev's victory, while showing respect for du Plessis. He noted that Dricus gave everything he had, but right now Khamzat looks unstoppable and could very well remain champion for years.
Tell me your thoughts on what we saw. Khamzat Chimaev, the new champion of the middleweight division.
Congratulations to him. It's fucking pretty boring fight, I'm not gonna lie. But man, call me for the fight. I can wrestle, I can do jiu-jitsu, I can stop all this shit, and I can shut him down. And like with my gas tank, man, I'll drown him, I promise. I'll make him fucking work. So call me, keep me in mind, guys, and I think you guys will have a new Mexican-American champion.
Dominic Cruz suggested that this fight might actually raise du Plessis' profile, showing him as a champion who sets himself apart in the eyes of fans. He explained that, win or lose, this performance could define how people see DDP compared to other champions. Iman Zahabi, on the other hand, was blown away by Khamzat Chimaev's showing, calling it the type of performance that proves he could go down as one of the most dominant champions in UFC history. Terrence McKinney echoed that sentiment, describing it as one of the most one-sided title fights he's ever seen, and wondering if fans had ever witnessed such dominance before in a championship bout. Of course, not everyone was impressed. Paulo Costa made it clear he wasn't entertained, continuing his feud with Khamzat by labeling him a boring fighter and even joking that he'd rather play poker than watch. Analyst Adam Martin shared his perspective as well, calling it possibly the most lopsided UFC title fight of all time. And that brings us to the end of today's breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more fight coverage, and let us know in the comments what you thought of Khamzat Chimaev's dominant win.